Hello students, welcome to the session. I am Sangeeta Ghosh bringing to you the solutions to the PO board question bank for the fourth chapter. Kindly keep your notebooks along with you as well as the question bank and note down the answers. For the theory of firms under perfect competition from microeconomics. So here we begin. Before proceeding with the session, kindly go through the disclaimer. This session has been prepared for the benefit of ASC students of Commerce of PU. Let us have a look at the summary of all the concepts that you have studied in this unit. A firm's objective always will be to maximize profits. The amount that the firm produces and sells in the market will be that which will maximize its profit. The firm will sell whatever it produces. So output and quantity sold will be balanced. This will give rise to the supply curve. We studied a market environment which is perfect competition. The features of the perfect competitive market are as follows. In a perfectly competitive market, there are a large number of buyers and sellers. Each firm produces and sells homogeneous products, which means the product of one firm cannot be differentiated from the product of any other firm. Entry of firms into the market as well as exit is free for all. The information is perfect. These features of a perfect competitive market leads to price-taking behavior. So a firm earns revenue by selling the goods that it produces in the market. Therefore, there are different kinds of revenues. The total revenue is defined as the product of the market price P of the good and the firm's output Q. It can be depicted on the graph to get a total revenue curve. I shall continue further concepts in the next slide. Continuing the summary of this unit, the average revenue of the firm is defined as the total revenue per unit of the output, which is total revenue divided by the quantity, which also can be represented on the graph to get AR curve. The marginal revenue is defined as the increase in the total revenue for a unit increase in the firm's output. Marginal revenue is calculated by finding the change in the total revenue divided by the change in the quantity. Now, a firm's objective of profit maximization can be fulfilled only under three conditions, and these are as follows. The price, denoted as P, must be equal to the marginal cost or MC. Secondly, marginal cost must not be decreasing for that given quantity Q0. For the firm to continue production in the short run, price must be greater than the average variable cost. And in the long run, price must be greater than the average cost. Having noted these, we shall now continue to solve the question bank. So kindly continue noting down the answers. As you are aware of the question paper pattern, it would be divided into 5 parts of 1 mark, 2 mark, 4 marks and 6 marks, and the project based questions. We shall proceed in that same order. Stay attentive. We begin with the first part, the 1 mark questions of part A, and as you know, this begins with the multiple choice, and the questions are as follows. Read the questions. The product in a perfect competition are: the increase in the total revenue for a unit increase in the output is. The firm's profit is denoted by. When the supply curve is vertical, the elasticity of supply is. The revenue per unit of output of a firm is called as. You have the question bank with you, and you know the 4 given options for these statements. Try to find out the correct option. The answers for the multiple choice statements are as follows. Note down and let's see if you got them correctly. In a perfect competition, each firm produces and sells homogeneous products. This is the correct option. Next, the increase in total revenue for a unit increase in output is marginal revenue. I hope you got it correct. The next one, the firm's profit is denoted by the symbol of pi. When the supply curve is vertical, the elasticity of supply is 0, which means it neither increases nor decreases. The revenue per unit of output of a firm is called as AR or average revenue. I hope you got the answers correctly. The next section of part A is the fill in the blanks. And the fill in the blanks are as follows. Price taking behavior is the single most distinguishing characteristic of the dash market. Dash is a tax that the government imposes per unit sale of output. For a price taking firm, marginal revenue is equal to dash, the point of minimum AVC, where the SMC curve cuts the AVC curve, is called as dash. Dash cost of some activity is the gain foregone for the second best activity. I hope you know the answers to these. If not, let's see what the solutions are. The solutions to the fill in the blanks are as follows. Kindly note down. Price taking behavior is the single most distinguished characteristic of a perfect market. Unit tax is a tax that the government imposes per unit sale of output. For a price taking, marginal revenue is equal to AR or price, the point of minimum AVC, where the SMC curves cut the AVC curves, is called as shutdown point. Opportunity cost of some activity is the gain foregone from the second best activity. The next section of part A is the match the following. Kindly go through the split statements and match them. Let us see if you get your answers right. You have to write the completed statement and do not mention the options. Let's see if you got your answers right. The first match the column was marginal revenue, and marginal revenue is equal to total revenue divided by the quantity. Next match the column is the symbol of the firm's profit, which is equal to TR minus TC. AR or average revenue is equal to total revenue divided by the quantity. Normal profit is zero profit. Perfect competition is perfect information, because in a perfectly competitive firm there is perfect information. Let us see what are the answers to the next section of part A, which is answer in a word or sentence for 1 mark. Define marginal revenue. Marginal revenue of a firm is the increase in total revenue for a unit increase in the firm's output. Next question. To which side does the supply curve shift due to the technological progress? Supply curve will shift to the right due to the technological progress. And this is because due to the technological progress, there will be lesser cost involved. So with the lesser cost, the firm can produce more. Hence, due to more output, the supply will shift to the right. Write the formula to calculate average revenue. The average revenue is calculated by the following given formula. AR is equal to TR, which is total revenue, divided by the quantity. Continuing with the one word or one sentence answers for 1 marks. The next question is, what is normal profit? If the revenue of a firm is just enough to cover all its cost, it is called as normal profit. It is a situation for a firm where revenue is equal to its costs. Give the meaning of supernormal profit. When the firm earns profits over and above the normal profit, it is called as supernormal profits. Let us understand the answers to the 2 marks questions of part B. And the questions are as follows. Mention the conditions needed for a profit by a firm under perfect competition. The conditions needed for profit maximization are as follows. Price must be equal to marginal cost. Marginal cost must not be decreasing at the quantity. For the firm to continue production in short run, price will be greater than average variable cost. and in the long run price will be more than the average cost. The next question is, give the meaning of shutdown point. It is the point beyond which the firm cannot carry out any production. It is the minimum point of average variable cost where the SMC cuts the AVC curve. The next questions for the 2 marks are, write the meaning of opportunity cost with an example. The gain foregone for the second best activity is called as opportunity cost. Example, on 1 acre of land, a choice has to be made of growing rice or wheat, and rice gives a benefit of 70,000, whereas wheat gives a benefit of 95,000, and the farmer chooses to grow rice. He forgoes the benefit of growing wheat. This is called as the opportunity cost. Mention the 2 determinants of a firm's supply curve. The 2 determinants of the supply curve are the technological progress and the input prices. Both of these determinants will bring about a shift in the supply curve to the left or to the right. Give the meaning of price elasticity of supply and write its formula. The responsiveness of quantity supplied of a good to changes in its price is called as price elasticity of supply. It is calculated by using the following formula. Price elasticity of supply is equal to percentage change in the quantity supplied by the percentage change in price. To calculate the percentage change in the quantity supplied, we will find the difference in the quantity supplied by subtracting the new quantity supplied from the initial quantity supplied and divide it by the initial quantity supplied and multiply it by 100. Percentage change in price will find by finding the change in the price by subtracting the initial price from the new price divided by the initial price multiplied by 100. We shall continue the other sections in the next session of the question and answers for this unit. Thank you.